guys, welcome back to our channel. So we're gonna show you right now how to make kimchi flavored atchara, and as well as the original atchara. So this is actually best paired with fried food, grilled, samgyeopsal, name it. Masarap na side dish to. So help us reach 1,000 subscribers on our YouTube. We're gonna release this fried chicken recipe. It's actually very famous chicken house here in Cebu. So that's including the crumbs, the sauce, and even the marination, all of it. So that's already a package we're gonna release. So if you haven't subscribed yet to our channel, please do hit on subscribe and hit on the notification button so that you would be notified on our new videos. So ayan, we're gonna prepare our atchara, and we actually just harvested this from our garden, and we're gonna make atchara out of it. So we just simply peel, and then maya shred natin to. So I'm just using actually plastic gloves kasi masyadong malagkit to. I'm not really a fan of using like plastics. However, for this one, I'm gonna make an exemption. Di talaga pwede, hindi ka magpa-plastic nito. So we have to make sure that everything is clean, because as you see, that's actually the glue that's coming from the papaya itself. So what I did here, since wala naman tong gaanong seeds, is I just scrape off the membrane, yung parang puti na nagsisil sa ano niya, sa fruit niya. So and then I check which one I'm gonna use, which size I'm gonna use. So I actually prefer yung medyo fine na pagka-shred, kasi paglagay natin ng brine, it's actually easier for it to for the flavors to infuse on the papaya rather than the bigger ones. So here's what we're gonna do. We have already shredded it. So we're gonna these are all the ingredients that we're using. So it's including raisins, yung sibuyas, yung red bell pepper, yung carrots, at saka wag niyong kalimutan yung ginger, kasi yun yung isa sa pinaka-importante. However, though I wasn't able to put it in this video, but meron ginger yan. And then about 10 cups of papaya, I put in like 2 tablespoons of salt. So konti lang. This is the salt actually helps dehydrate, or para lumabas yung liquid ng papaya. So we're gonna do this for the next 2 hours. So for now, we're gonna mix it, and then after 30 minutes, we're just gonna after we're gonna mix it, we're just gonna set it aside, cover, and then we set it aside. And then after 30 minutes, yun na ulit, we are gonna mix it again and then set it aside, and then we're gonna do the same procedure for the next 2 hours. So parang pang-apat na beses natin siyang imimix. So it's like every 30 minutes imimix mo siya. So this is actually the same procedure that you're gonna do for the kimchi. At saka may utang pa pala akong kimchi na recipe sa inyo. Guys, it's so masarap yung kimchi na recipe na nagawa namin. It's way different talaga from the samgyeopsal side dishes, but it's really something different and something to look forward to. So these are all the ingredients. Shredded ko na yung mga ingredients and veggies, and then kinat ko into strips yung sibuyas at saka yung bell pepper. So what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna remove the excess liquid from the papaya. So gumamit ako ng cheesecloth, or you can use like tea towel, or probably you can use any white cloth that you have if wala naman. So anyways, this is just to make sure that you would be able to drain all the liquid, most of the liquid sa papaya. So that's it. This is actually one of mahirap gawin to, pero if you try to look at it, mahirap gawin kasi kailangan mo talaga ng lakas nito. So after that, since malaki-laki naman tong nagawa ko na papaya, so I just mix it just to make sure that the ones in the center would also be mixed, and then at saka madidrain din yung water nun, so or yung liquid ng papaya. So if you see, kahit na dried up na yun, when I try to mix it, may nakukuha pa rin ako na excess liquid. So that's the reason why we have to mix it. Pwede mo itong gawin twice or thrice. It depends upon you. So the more liquid that you can take out, the much better. See, ang daming liquid natin nakuha. That's also with the help of the salt. So what we're gonna do, as soon as you have already released all the liquid sa papaya nyo, we have to mix mix in all the ingredients. So, nilagay na natin yung raisins, carrots, sibuyas. I just divide this into two kasi wala akong masyadong malaki na lalagyanan. So, yeah, anyways, this is just like purely depends on your preference. Sa akin, mas gusto ko kasi yung colorful. So, kaya nilagyan ko ng maraming carrots, maraming sibuyas, at saka raisins. Yung iba kasi majority, especially sa commercial na, yung papaya yung nilalagay nila. That's why you can just barely see na maraming colors. It's just mostly like yellow lang. Kasi they're just really using the papaya. It's actually a cheap version. So, if you really want it like homemade, yung katulad ng ginagawa ko, it's much better if you put in like a lot of carrots. Maganda talaga siya if marami siyang colors. Yung red bell pepper, yung carrots, yung raisins, it adds up to it. And then, you have to put this in a clean container. You can sanitize it however you want. Yung iba, gumagamit ng glass bottle, and then they sterilize it sa hot water. Depends upon you. Sa akin, ginagamit ko lang yung plastic. Hindi ko na ito sanitize. However, I made sure that this is already clean. So, you put laurel leaf on the sides kasi nag-a-add ng flavor yun. So, what we're gonna do after this, since naka-assemble na to sa container natin, just cover it and set aside. Gagawa tayo ng brine natin. So, there are actually two ways on how to do this. Kung gusto nyo madalian, meron tayong procedure niyan. So, right now, we're just gonna discuss first the brine solution. So, yung brine solution, ito talaga yung tubig na nilalagay natin sa atchara para magiging matchara talaga yung sarap niya. So, the basic measurement is always 1:1. So, 1 cup vinegars to 1 cup sugar. So, yun talaga yung masarap na, yung panimpla ko yun talaga yung masarap na atchara, which is actually a level, a neutral of sweet at saka neutral ng sour. However, if ikaw yung klase ng tao na gusto mo talaga mas maasim, increase the vinegar if you want to. So, we also added black pepper. Sa akin, ginagamit ko talaga yung powdered na black pepper because that's what I'm used to. However, if you want, that would make the solution a bit cloudy. So, tingnan nyo to. It's really making the solution a bit cloudy. So, if you wanted like the clear solution, yung parang nakikita nyo sa commercial, use lang yung black peppercorn. So, that will actually make the solution clear. So, at saka huwag kayo gumamit ng brown sugar because if you're gonna use brown sugar, your result's still gonna be the same or it's even darker. So, after that, you just have to mix and boil. Tapos, you have to make sure that all sugar is already dissolved completely. And then you cool the brine into room temperature before adding its atchara. So, atchara mix. Just make sure everything is on room temp. Pwede naman na if you wanted to use it like within the day or probably on the next day, if it's intended for like fiesta or something, habang mainit pa yung solution, ilagay nyo na sa atchara mix nyo so that by the day after or probably within the day or after a few hours, probably 4-6 hours, pwede mo nang gamitin yun. Pwede mo na i-serve yun. If nagmamadali ka. However, if this is just for home use, katulad sa amin, na hindi naman kami nagmamadali. So, we actually place the brine on a cool temperature. Kasi the more that magtatagal yan, the more it will actually infuse the flavor on the papaya. So, hindi niya minamadali. So, it's actually like an aging process. So, eventually, if you're like using the faster method, after like a few days, medyo mawawala na yung flavor niya. Whereas it's different if you're actually using yung room temp na brine, eventually after a few days, it's like wine na parang nagtatagal, mas sumasarap pa siya. So, this time, yung ginagawa ng video na to is, we're actually making the kimchi brine. It's actually just the same. Yun pa rin, 1:1, and then we added the gochugaru, the red pepper flakes that's actually an ingredient that's being used for the kimchi to make it spicy. If you wanted more spicy, ito ginamit ko lang 1 cup lang eh. If you wanted it more spicy, you could put in like 2 or 3 gochugaru na spice. And then still the same procedure. If you're gonna use it within the day, pour it in the atchara mix while it's hot. But if you're not in a hurry, it would be best to pour it in na naka room temp na siya. And then we're gonna age this for 7 days. 7 days on room temperature. Sa labas lang. But not really on direct heat wherein it can be like yung tinatamaan siya na sunlight. Hindi yan. So just put it on a room temperature wherein it's actually it won't be from direct sunlight. And then itong gochugaru na or yung kimchi mix natin, yung red pepper flakes niya, umaapaw yan sa ibabaw. So it would really be best to mix it and then before you actually store this, and make sure that everything is submerged on the liquid or sa brine niya, just to make sure that lahat-lahat talaga ng atchara nag-absorb ng mixture or yung brine. Alright, so our atchara is already done. This is after 2 weeks. Nag-shoot ako ng ulam namin. So ito yung copycat recipe ng Tagalas eh. This is best paired with the 2 atcharas. Actually guys, to be honest, mas masarap talaga yung kimchi na atchara kasi I prefer the spicy one and I also like the original one. It's more flavorful compared sa mga commercial na atchara. It's really different when it's homemade. So if you really like this video and wanted us to release that fried chicken recipe as well, please subscribe to our channel, hit on the notification button or notification bell so that ma-notify kayo sa mga future videos namin. Thank you, and if you have questions, just leave a comment or send us a message. We'll be more than happy to help you. Salamat mga Inato. Bye!